Okay, everybody, let's go ahead and pull out our homework from today and see how we did. Let me blow this up for you. Okay, so we have the numbers practice and the days of the week, months of the year, and how to form your date. So if you want to go ahead and pause and double check and see how you did. Also, you had to practice your numbers by creating a mariposa. A mariposa is a butterfly. And if you want to share, if you would like to share your mariposa, feel free to go ahead and upload it into the classroom, and we can look at everybody's artwork. Today, we're going to practice the 21 Spanish-speaking countries and capitals. And you should have received some maps here that look like these that you can pull out and take some notes on. I'm going to send over two links so you can listen to the Spanish rap of the Spanish-speaking countries and capitals of the world. They do go in order, so you can write on the maps, learn them, and next time we can practice with a little game that I have for that activity. So today's warm-up is practicing the los días de la semana, days of the week, y los meses del año, and the months of the year. So I figured we could practice qué día es, which means what day is. The two new vocab words would be después de, which is after, and antes de, which is before. So I might ask you, ¿qué día es después de lunes? So you find lunes, you figure out that después is after. So the day after lunes is martes, and then you can just shout out the answer so you can practice your speaking. Okay, here we go. ¿Qué día es después de martes? Es miércoles. Muy bien. ¿Qué día es después de sábado? Es domingo. ¿Qué día es antes de viernes? Es jueves. Jueves is before viernes. And the last one, ¿qué día es antes de martes? Lunes. Lunes. All right, let's try the mes. Mes in Spanish is month, so let's try the month. ¿Qué mes es después de julio? ¿Qué mes es después de julio? Es agosto. ¿Qué mes es después de mayo? Es junio. Junio. Remember, in Spanish, the J sounds like an H. ¿Qué mes es antes de febrero? Es enero. Enero es antes de febrero. And let's try one more. ¿Qué mes es después de noviembre? Es diciembre. It's December. All right, let's warm up with some numbers. So last class we learned that how to form numbers 1 through 30 and how you would use the numbers 1 through 10 to create upper numbers. So when you get to 30, or actually, 20, you can start adding on. So 21 would be 20 y 1, 22, 20 y 2. Remember, it's like an addition problem, like 20 plus 1 is 21. 20 y 2, 20 and 2. So if you know the tens place, then it would be easier for you to create the numbers. So I thought today we'd go through and practice the tens place. Repeat after me. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 1000, 1,000,000. Okay, so what we'll do here next is we have let me head over. Our question is, ¿Cuántos corazones hay? How many hearts are there? So what I did is I placed little hearts in the jar, and what you guys will try to do is make a guess and see how close you can get. Now, if you want to practice your speaking, you can reply back out loud, or now is an opportunity to practice writing your numbers out as well, so you can practice the spelling of them if you would like to go ahead and do it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you the question, ¿Cuántos corazones hay? And so there's two jarras here. Go ahead, take a moment to practice forming your numbers, and then I'll reveal the answers. All right, so the answer is hay 38 corazones. Hay 26 corazones. So 30, make sure you spell 30 right, 30, and you put the Y for and then ocho. 26. Move the other one. All right, let's do another one. How about this one? Oof, there's muchos corazones. ¿Cuántos corazones hay? Go ahead, practice writing out your response or saying it out loud. The correct response is hay 60. 60 corazones. 60. Hay 31. 31. So double check your numbers. And let's do one more. ¿Cuántos corazones hay? Hay 45 y hay, there is or there are, 25. So how close did you come? Okay, let's put these back. And now let's move on to learning how to tell time. ¿Qué hora es? Means what time is it? So this is another good way to practice our numbers. And how you do time in Spanish is, I'm going to blow this up so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so it is in Spanish is es la. So es la and then una. So it is 1 o'clock. So the hour comes first. The hour is singular, so it's es la. Then comes the plural hours would be son las. Son las dos, with no minutes. That's just how you do the hours. When you want to add minutes, you would use the Y for and. So son las 5:05. It is 5:05. You're adding minutes on to the hour. So this one would be son las 6:10. Son las 7:15, or you can say cuarto for quarter after. Son las 8:30, or you can use media for half past. Son las 8:40 would be 8:40. We have your and separating the hour and the minutes. Son las 8:55. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and say time, and you can go ahead and point at it on your screen, and let's practice your listening. I'll say ¿Dónde está? Again. ¿Dónde está? Means where is. All right, ¿Dónde está? Son las 7:10. That would be right here, 7:10. Next one, ¿Dónde está? Las 5:20. ¿Dónde está? Las 5:20. That is right here. Next one, ¿Dónde está? Las 3:55. This one down here. Let's try one more. Son las 11:45. So son las 11 is the hour y 45 minutos. 45 minutes, I'll be right here. So why don't you go ahead and find somebody to practice telling time with so you can get your practice as well speaking. Okay, so time for our actions, our acciones. For some reason, when I'm in presentation, it doesn't work, my camera, so I have to come out of presentation so we can do our acciones together. All right, levántate, levántate. First one, toca la cabeza. Toca la cabeza. Toca los pies. Do you remember what pies are? Los pies. Your feet. And then we have our new one is baila. Baila is dance. Baila, baila, baila. Baila. Y siéntate. Siéntate. Okay, perfect. So let's practice our colors. If you could, the question for today is, ¿qué colores llevas hoy? What colors are you wearing today? So if you want to take a moment and see what you're wearing, and then how you would reply would be, you would say, llevo el color, followed by the color. So like for me, yo llevo el color gris y llevo el color negro. What about you? ¿Qué colores llevas hoy? All right, so we are going to reinforce our colors and strengthen our reading skills today with our first story called Gatos, Gatos, Cats, Cats. Some new vocab we have, me llamo, se llama, tiene, and tengo, dice, le da, and grita. So you'll see these come up throughout the story. So if you want to make a little vocabulary sheet in your notebook, so when you see it, you'll be able to recognize it, and this will help strengthen your reading. So here we go. It says, hola, me llamo Pedro. Esta es mi abuela. Mi abuela tiene 8 gatos. Abuela is grandma. So my grandma has 8 gatos, cats. Tiene un gato rojo, tiene un gato azul, tiene un gato verde, tiene un gato amarillo. So in Spanish, the color comes after the adjective it's describing. I'm sorry, the noun that it's describing. So the color is the adjective. El gato is the noun. So that's why it looks like different, the order-wise. So if you literally translate this, it says, she has a cat yellow. But that's the correct word order in Spanish. The adjective comes after the noun. Tiene un gato anaranjado. Tiene un gato rosado. Tiene un gato morado. Tiene un gato gris. Mi abuela dice, grandma says, gatos, gatos. Tengo muchos gatos. I have so many gatos, so many cats. Mi abuela tiene una amiga. Su amiga se llama Sara. So my grandma has a friend that's female. Her female friend is named Sarah. Mi abuela le da el gato rojo a Sara. My grandma gives to Sarah the red cat. All right. Let's keep looking at our story. Now, mi abuela tiene 7 gatos. Y mi abuela dice, gatos, gatos, tengo muchos gatos. Mi abuela tiene un amigo. Su amigo se llama Luis. Mi abuela le da el gato azul a Luis. Mi abuela tiene 6 gatos. Mi abuela dice, gatos, gatos, tengo muchos gatos. Mi abuela tiene un amigo. It's un amigo because it's a boyfriend, a boy that's her friend. Su amigo se llama Juan. Mi abuela le da el gato morado a Juan. Mi abuela tiene 5 gatos. Mi abuela dice, gatos, gatos, tengo muchos gatos. Mi abuela tiene una amiga. Su amiga se llama Ana. Mi abuela le da el gato verde a Ana. Mi abuela tiene 4 gatos. Mi abuela dice, gatos, gatos, tengo muchos gatos. Mi abuela tiene una amiga. Su amiga se llama Paula. Mi abuela le da el gato gris a Paula. Mi abuela tiene 3 gatos. Mi abuela dice, gatos, gatos, tengo muchos gatos. Mi abuela tiene un amigo. Su amigo se llama Yago. Mi abuela le da el gato amarillo a Yago. Mi abuela tiene 2 gatos. Mi abuela dice, gatos, gatos, tengo muchos gatos. Mi abuela tiene un amigo. Su amigo se llama Mateo. Mi abuela le da el gato rosado a Mateo. Mi abuela ya no tiene muchos gatos. Tiene solo uno, el gato anaranjado. Mi abuela está contenta. So if you would like to try to translate this page, and then I'll show you the answers and see that you were able to translate it properly and picking up the phrases and structures. My grandma now does not have many cats. She only has one, the orange cat. My grandma is content. But el gato anaranjado dice, meow, tengo bebés. He says, I have bebés, or babies. Oh no, grita mi abuela. Gatos, gatos, tengo muchos gatos. All right, so I would recommend going back and listening to the story and try to read it now to somebody near you so you can practice your reading as well. And I'm also including the Gatos practice worksheets at home so you can start to create sentences responding to the question, ¿Cuántos gatos hay? How many cats are there? And so you would create a sentence by saying I, and then plug in cuatro, followed by gatos. So respond to the questions. If you want to practice your colors again, you may. And then here, draw phrases from the storyline. If you like to illustrate, you can practice drawing some phrases there as well. There is some practice with telling time that you can do, and we'll check all of these next class period if you want the additional practice. All right, so we have, just to wrap up, listen to the Spanish-speaking countries rap for both label the country's map, cat story worksheets, time worksheets, study your vocabulary, work on Quizlet, and we will see you next class. So I don't know what happened to my camera, so I will get that fixed before next time. So, all right, I hope everybody has a wonderful, let me move this over, wonderful rest of the week. Choose a goodbye that you would like to use today. I think I will say hasta pronto, and we will see you soon. Adios. Ciao.